Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Follow them out first. We're going to follow the captains out first. As you can see, they're all here with the officials. Got 4 captains tonight, and then in a minute we're going to switch over and we'll catch it out. But what a good night for football, folks. Got the Dothan High coaches over here already on the sideline getting it ready. We're captains out to the center field, but I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to let you hear it all, guys.
Y'all go ahead and shake in.
Captains for tonight's game for Foley, DeMarcus Peterson.
All right, guys, good job. All right, we're going to talk about sportsmanship. We are going to maintain sportsmanship throughout the game, okay? We're not going to put up no cussing, fussing, and fighting. You as your captain, I expect y'all to take care of it if somebody gets out of hand on your side, okay? Y'all need. Now, if we have a penalty, we're going to call for a black captain and a white captain, okay? Both of y'all come explain the penalty to you and give you your. And that's what we're going to go with, okay? All right. We've got old Johnny F. Kennedy here. You are the visiting team, so you can call the coin toss. If you would, let us all know what you're going to call before I flip this coin.
Tails.
What do you say?
Tails.
And my umpire acknowledged tails. All right, if I drop it, we'll do it again. It is tails. That means you win the toss. You want to defer to the second half. You want to receive.
We'd like to defer.
Defer, all right?
All right, guys. Well, you heard it. Foley gets the opportunity for the coin toss. They have won the toss and elected to defer to the second half. I think that plays right into what Dothan High would plan to do. I think Dothan High would love to have the ball, go ahead and strike first. As we saw last week in the game of Northview and Dothan and Foley, I don't think there's any questions Dothan High offense can score on Foley, and at the same time, I think we'll see a little stiffer defense. So, guys, we're in for a heck of a game tonight, and this game's going to be has huge playoff implications for both teams. And you know what? When you get this late in the season, that's what you want. So, I don't know about y'all, but boys, I'm ready for some football.
Okay, thanks, Jimbo. And this is a key game tonight. If Foley wins tonight, they can clinch a state playoff berth. And Dothan could also clinch, but they need to win tonight. Plus, they need Enterprise to win over Daphne. If Dothan wins and Enterprise loses, then Dothan, Enterprise, and Foley are all tied for the final 2 spots. And next week's non-region game will determine the spot. So this is really an important game for both of these teams. So we are.
Yeah, you know, and here we go. You got the Tigers busting through right now, Mitt. But you know what? That's kind of what you want. And we've seen Dothan High play several times, and these guys can play with anybody in this region. There's no question. What they got to do is put it together and be consistent. And I'm confident that that's what we're going to see tonight is some good, solid, consistent Dothan High football guys on both sides of the ball.
And Foley won last year's game 34-28. So Dothan hung in there with them, but wasn't able to win the game. So they're on the home turf tonight, and hopefully that will give them an advantage to come out and win this game. This is huge for the Tigers. They come into this game with a 5-3 record. They are 3-3 in region play, and Foley comes in with a 5-3, and they're 4-2 in region play. So as we prepare for the kickoff, and you can talk about key players for Dothan, you can look out for number 4, Connor Egerton, and he's an all-around guy for that Dothan Tiger team. Number 25, Jack Stansel. Quarterback is Kyrie Williams, and he's pretty effective for the Tigers. And number 10, Isaiah Long. You can look for big things out of Long. So as we prepare for the kickoff, the Tigers will be receiving. Back deep is Connor Egerton. And number 19, Tyson Williams. So this game is underway. and it goes into the end zone, so it will be a touchback. So Dothan will be starting at their own 20-yard line.
Not and we do have right now, we have a little north to south, I guess, breeze is what we'll call it. So that was with the wind, as we'd say. Not a stiff breeze, but just enough to help put it in the end zone.
Brandon, what are your thoughts on the game tonight?
Oh, man, it's glad to be here tonight on a brisk Friday night. Like you said, big game. Playoff implications on the line for both teams. And, of course, Foley was here last week. They put up just about 700 yards against Northview. So some key guys for Foley to look out for tonight is quarterback Tyler Cameron, running back Steven Shepard, and also Bigham.
And Williams is broke out of the backfield, and he picks up a huge gain down to near midfield.
And Bigham's with Dothan High. He's one of those guys, if you give him the ball, I mean, he takes off and gets you big yards. So the big key for Dothan High tonight is just sticking to the running game. I think looking at Foley last week against Northview, their running game, on the defensive side of the ball, they kind of look confused. And with this Dothan High team, you just don't know what to expect from them under the direction of Coach Kelvis White. So those are some big names, big guys to look out for tonight. This should be a good one.
A gain of 25 by Kieran Williams of the Tigers. He keeps it again. He gets to the outside. A man is down, and he advances to about they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, a little broken play there, Mitt, and Williams turned a no-gainer into a nice little gainer there. And, that's just the speed. Seeing a little shot of the speed, and I think Dothan High right now showing me they got a little more speed than does Foley, and I hope that's going to play out to our advantage as the night goes on.
So a gain of 4. It brings up a 2nd and 6 for the Tigers of Dothan, taking on the lines of Foley. Williams, and it's complete. No, incomplete. It looked like he had it, but he lost it. That was intended for Tyson Carter. So we bring up a 3rd and 6 for the Dothan Tigers. We could talk about the game last week when Foley played Northview. Turnovers really hurt Northview early, so Dothan's got to maintain possession of the ball because Foley has a very explosive offense.
Yes, they do.
3rd and 6 for the Tigers of Dothan. Williams rolls out, and he's being chased. And he's still on his feet, and it looked like he was going to be thrown for a loss, and he is. So it will bring up a 4th down, a loss of about 3 on the play. So to bring up a 4th and 9.
And that was a smart defensive move by Foley, bringing 2 free safeties on both sides of the ball to put pressure on the quarterback to flush him out of the pocket. So great job by Foley. A quick 3 and out for Dothan High as Dothan gets ready to kick off to Foley. And remember last week, Mitt, Foley on a couple of kickoffs actually ran a couple back. So in the backfield tonight, they got a guy that I tell you what, better not let this guy get loose because he can run one on you.
A high punt, not a very long one, but it takes a Dothan roll, and it's going to be blown dead at about the 27-yard line. Dothan did manage to get 1 first down on that drive, a 25-yard run by the quarterback, Kieran Williams.
Guys, this will give us a good read on what we're going to see the rest of the night. Like I said, this Dothan High defense has got good speed, good athleticism. They've got some different packages. They are not the largest on the front 3, but boy, they can sure get around and get to the ball. So we ought to see that, and we know who we're going to see. We're going to see Lewis, number 22. For Foley a good bit. He's a 5'7", 240-pound plus running back, and we saw he was able to shred pretty well against Northview. We'll have to see how Dothan responds to that, guys.
And Lewis is basically a Foley safety net. That's what we kind of talked about last week is, just to get those easy yards, they'll always go to Lewis. So if Dothan can figure out how to stop Lewis, that'll stop Foley on their running game.
So it brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Lions of Foley. They hand it off to Lewis again. He gets it outside, and he breaks a tackle and picks up the 1st down. And we talked about it. Dothan's got to find a way to stop Lewis because he's such a bruising runner.
What's going to be interesting, Mitt and Jimbo, is to see Lewis and our favorite player we love to call with Dothan High. Can't think of his name right off the top of my head, but Dothan High has a guy that's just like him. Y'all help me out with the name.
Deion Dozier.
That's it, Dozier, Bulldozer. So it's going to be interesting to see those two go up against it tonight.
They give it to Lewis again, and he rolls off about 7 or 8 more. So it's that was about a gain of 7, so it brings up 2nd and 3. Ball at the 47-yard line of Foley. So far, Foley has just handed the ball off to Lewis every time. And they hand it off to him again. He goes to the outside, but he's going to be tackled for no gain.
Great defensive stop by number 14 with Dothan High. That's going to be Joshua Biggums on the play. Great read on that one.
Biggums did a good job of getting and preventing the big play by Lewis. So you can just about bet they're going to give it to Lewis again. So it's a 3rd and 2 for Foley.
Lewis in the backfield.
And they hand it off to Lewis. And what do he do? Pick up the first down, moves it across the 50 down to about the 49-yard line. So it's another first down for Foley. And so far, all the yards have been by Lewis. 8:40 left in the first. No score. The Dothan Tigers and the Foley High School Lions. They hand it off to Lewis again. He bounced it outside, but he's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage by a host of Tigers.
Yeah, Mitt, I think one of the keys we're going to see if they're going to just keep trying to pound Lewis is what the Tigers aren't going to be able to let him, cannot let him do. They're going to have an answer to that, not let him rip 4 and 5 yards off and get into a 3rd and 1. Well, they'll just keep pounding him. Doing this, make them run something other than just the Lewis pound play.
A flag. Maybe a sideline warning. Yes, that's what it is, a sideline warning.
And you know, guys, some of these officiating crews all have different, what I'd call hot buttons. And I can tell you the referee on the other side, he motioned for me to back up before kickoff down on there. And I'm just being straight up. That's what he did. And it's like, hey, you know what? Apparently he had a real bad experience with a guy like me on the sideline. But no, I think he has a bad experience with everybody. So it's his call, and there you go. Let's play ball.
2nd and 10. The ball at the 49-yard line of Dothan. Cameron drops back, and he's going to be thrown for a loss. A great play that time for number 47 for the Tigers. That's Malik Reed with the sack.
Yeah, and guys, that's what we said. We got to let them. We got to put them in a position where they have to do something other than just run the wrecking ball up the middle. And there you go.
So it brings up 3rd and 20 for Foley.
Big defensive stop here for Dothan High. As quarterback Tyler Cameron get ready to take it off. He looks down the field,
he
shuffle
pitches
passes.
out. And I don't think he's, good coverage that time by the Tigers. That little shuffle pass was stopped after no gain, really, a short game, and that was number 21 on the stop, Jeremy Saffo.
Hey, smart. I like the smart call on the play, but very nice open field tackle by Dothan High. And you know what? Let me tell you, that's one thing that you can count on Kevin Jackson and his squad doing on defense. They're going to look at this thing and make some adjustments, guys.
So it's a 4th down. Back deep for the Tigers is Connor Egerton.
So we're going to have a flag on the play. And this is the same ref on the Foley side.
I don't know if the refs wearing a mic tonight. We'll soon find out. .6:25 left in the opening quarter. No score. Dothan and Foley. And it's a penalty call against Foley, so it will back them up 5 yards. So Connor Egerton moves up to about the 30, to about the 25. Punt. He gets off a good punt. Egerton calls for the fair catch and takes it at the 20. So with 6:10 left in the first, the score is 0-0, Dothan and Foley. Hard line. First and 10. They hand the ball off to Long. He goes up the middle across the 25, up near the 30. Should be close to a first down. It's going to be a first down. Isaiah Long with his first carry tonight for a first down. He's been hampered with some injuries this year, Jimbo. First and 10. They give it to Long again. He's got some running room. He gets across the 40 for another first down, but there's a flag on the play.
Looks like this one's probably going to be coming back.
But it doesn't look like Dothan's going to have any problem running on Foley. We'll see what the call is.
Got a hold on Dothan. So this will just put them back where they were at before.
All right, it will be from the spot of the foul. So that will move Dothan back to probably about the 20. It will be at the 20. So that was a big call there. They had moved the ball very well so far. So it will bring up first and 20 for the Tigers. The ball back at the 20. Karan Williams hands it off to Long. He cuts back to the middle. Not much there that time. He picks up a couple of yards. So it should bring up 2nd and 18. 5.5 minutes left in the first. No score. Tigers taking their time. William rolls out, goes for Jack Stansel, and he leads him a little too far, so it's incomplete. So we'll bring up a 3rd and 18. Tigers are trying to get something going here early. Looked like they was going to get that running game going, and a holding penalty really hurt them on this drive. And the pass was intended to Egerton, and he overthrew him, so it brings up a 4th down. So Dothan comes up empty, and they will be punting for the 2nd time tonight. So Foley is back at the 46. Punt. Oh, a very short
punt.
Boy, and it takes a Foley roll back to Boy. So they will have excellent starting field position on the Dothan side of the field.
But Dothan defense have come through for them tonight, so they could definitely stop Foley from going down, putting up 7. on the board. But so far, you know, it's just been a back-and-forth game between both schools.
Yeah, but this is a very short field for Foley.
Well,
Yes,
that's
it
what I
is.
was going to say. You don't want to get into this team still dangerous. You don't want to, you know, they didn't get to be 5-3 for nothing, and they can't afford to be playing short field with them no matter what we do because they do have some weapons, guys.
Yes.
But if you'll watch them, they're running the gaps here. They're doing some nice reads off our guys running the gaps, but let's go and see what they got now.
They hand it off to Lewis again, and he's hit hard. In on that tackle was number 3 and number 14 for the Tigers. Number 3 is Daniels, and 14 is Josh Biggums. A gain of about 1, so it brings up 2nd and 9. Cameron is the quarterback. In the backfield is Steven Shepard, who's an excellent running back too. They hand it off to Shepard, and I think it may have been a timeout. I don't see a flag.
There is one back at about the 16, Mitt.
Yeah, I see it. Delay of game.
Yep.
So that will cost the Lions 5 yards. Which is a break for the Tigers. So we'll bring up 2nd and about 14, 13 or 14. I'm going to say 13.
And I'll say you're right. 2nd and 13 on the 42.
Cameron, he's being chased, and he finds a receiver. Number 8 is open, and he catches the ball. That's DeMarcus Bingham. And it's going to be short of the first down. The ball is advanced to about the 31-yard line, so we'll bring up 3rd and about 3. This is a big 3rd down play for the Tigers. Third and 3. They hand the ball off to Lewis. He picks up the first down and a few more yards. So they're going to mark him down at about the 25-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 from the 25. So Lewis is back in the game. He has just about all of the yards for Foley so far in this game. And they hand it off to Lewis up the middle. He spins and turns and picks up some extra yards, and he's going to be taken down inside the 20. At about the 17. So we'll bring up 2nd and 3. They hand it off to Lewis, and he goes up the middle, and he's hit by a couple of Tigers. And that should be enough for a first down. So Foley will advance the ball inside the 15 to about the 13. 1st and 10. And this was all set up by the short punt, and it was really set up by the holding call against Dothan. They hand it off to Lewis, and he's hit hard. Baxter on the tackle. Number 23. A gain of about 2, so it brings up 2nd and 8. And a pass back across and into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was a nice drawn-up play by Foley on that one.
That was number DeMarcus Bingham with the catch for the touchdown. So that was all set up by the, if you go back and look at it, that holding call really cost Dothan field position, then the short punt.
All right, Mitch, this is a game that you're just not going to be able to play short field with these guys. There's no question Dothan High's already established fact they can play with them, but you don't want to give these guys a short field. So there you go.
So Foley goes up by a score of 7-0 with 1:26 left in the first. At Rip Hughes Stadium tonight, where the Dothan Tigers are hosting the Foley Lions. Hi, I'm Mick Kirk along with Brandon Bryant and Jimbo Lofton on the sideline. And Foley had just put together a 38-yard touchdown drive. They had a very short field because of the mistakes that Dothan made, and it wound up costing them 7 points. So Egerton takes the kick at the 1. He's across the 15. He's got some running room if he can get to the outside, and he's going to bring the ball out to the 24-yard line. So a good return for Egerton, about a 23-yard return. So this is a pivotal drive for the Tigers. They definitely need to get something going here and put some points on the board. First and 10. Ball at the 24. Williams, pass. It's complete. And it's a gain of about 6. And that was complete over to, that was number 19 for the Tigers, Tyson Williams. He leaves the game. In the backfield is number 10, Isaiah Long. Williams, the quarterback. He hands it off the long up the middle, and he's hit, and boy, they didn't take him down, but he gained maybe a yard.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick whistle there. We noticed he did go into a pile, but he didn't look anywhere near being taken down yet, but hey, it's irrelevant. They blew the whistle, and we'll go to third down.
So it brings up 3rd and 4 for the Tigers of Dothan. They need this first down. They badly need it. They can't afford to give the ball right back to Foley. Pass over the long, and he drops it.
Well, and the quarterback, he threw it just a little bit too high. He actually had to jump up a little bit higher to get that one there. So that's not what Dothan High needed, and they got a 4th and 4 on the 31, and actually that's going to do it for the first.
Yeah, so we've come to the end of 1, and the score is Foley 7, Dothan nothing. We'll be back with the second quarter of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
All right.
It's the beginning of the second quarter as we're here at Rip Hughes Stadium at Wild Field. Brandon along with Jim on the sideline as Dothan has the ball with the 4th and 4 on the 31-yard line as they get ready to kick back off to Foley.
Yeah, it's we can't afford to give them another short field. At times it gets a high punt, but not very long. And it's a fair catch. He fumbles the ball.
Let's say they didn't throw any kind of flag. I was concerned that they may call that. He was close to him. You got to give him a little window, I think.
Yeah, so Foley, almost was an opportunity for Dothan there, but Foley holds on to the ball, and they'll be starting at their own 40-yard line. They started at the Dothan 38 on their last possession and was able to take the ball in from 8 yards out on a pass to Bingham from Cameron. 1st and 10. They hand it off to Lewis, and Lewis goes up the middle, and he drives the power forward for about 5 yards. Maybe 6, so it should bring up 2nd and 4. I tell you, they're going to give it to him as long as they can.
That's right. He picked up 6 on that one, so 2nd and 4 for Foley.
They give it to him again. He goes to the outside, and he's going to be stopped at the gain of about 1.
So we got about a 3rd and 3 on this one here, and that's what Foley's going to do. They're going to go to their safety net to get those first down yardage, but Dothan, this is where the defense really can tell it all. They need a big defensive stop here, and I can go ahead and guarantee you right now, Mitt, they're going to go right back to their safety net.
Yeah, you better believe they're going to hand it off to Lewis. Isaiah Lewis is a 5'7", 240-pound 11th grader. 240 pounds of steel.
There you go.
Quarterback drops back.
And he's
sacked. Great effort that time by the Tigers.
Good job. That's what I'm talking about. Dothan High, number 21 on the play on that one. That's going to be Saffold on the play. And a big loss for the Foley Lions. That's going to bring out the punting unit for them. So that's exactly what we talked about, Mitt, is for Dothan defense, is to get those big 3rd down stops and they get the ball back.
They needed that stop there. Great job by Jeremy Saffo getting in and taking Cameron down for the loss. So it's a 4th down. Back deep for Dothan is Connor Egerton. And Dothan stands back and the ball bounces forward to about the 34-yard line, where they're going to mark it at the 35. So Dothan will be starting at their own 35, which is going to be their best starting field position of the night.
So Dothan definitely got to go down and take their time and continue to stay with the running game and put some points up. Of course, Foley elected to defer the ball to the Tigers, and they get the ball back in the second half. So
this is a pivotal drive for the Tigers. 9:52 left in the first half. They give it along. Well, they fake it along. Williams keeps it, and he gets up near the 40. So a gain of about 4. Well, they're going to give him 5, so it would bring up 2nd and 5.
Williams back in the pocket.
He's being chased and is caught by Egerton. And it's going to be just shy of the first down.
I think they're going to mark him about a yard short. So we're looking at about a 3rd and 1 on the.
And the Tigers got to have that for this first down. They've got to have it. It's pretty close. They may measure for it.
Yeah, I don't know that it's. They are going to do it. They're going to measure.
They're going to measure for it.
I think it's just. I think it's what I'd call one of those. It's not as much of a measurement to see what you got to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. It looks to be about a yard short.
That's what I'm thinking here from looking up here in the press box. I think they are going to be short 1 yard. They placed the ball right about midway between the 44 and the 45-yard line. So I think they may be a couple inches short here. And let's see here.
What does it look like, Jimbo? Can you see it?
And
well,
hey,
that's what I was going to say. It's when the chain came across, guys, it was a little tighter and the spot was a little better than what we expected. So life is good. First down, Tigers.
And it's a big first down for the Tigers. It will keep this drive alive. They have punted all 3 possessions tonight. This is their 4th possession. And they are yet to get across the 50-yard line.
That reminds me, who played back in 2011 that didn't get across the 50-yard line?
Well, we don't
want to talk about that one.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. The ball at the 45.
A good play
Long,
fake
he
on
fakes
that
it along, and Williams keeps it, and he's got some running room, and he takes it inside the 40 down to about the 36.
And by the way, guys, you saw the use of that play was nice downfield block, guys. Nice move and a nice block.
So the Tigers have moved the ball into the Lions' territory. 1st and 10. Williams fakes the long, and he rolls out. He's being chased. A good block, and it's incomplete.
Huge pressure on that play just to get rid of the ball. He had actually had a couple 2 receivers to cut across the field for maybe about 5 or so yards.
That pass was intended for Latrell. That was number 6, I'm sorry, Brandon Helms. So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Long in the backfield with Williams. Williams keeps it, and he's got some running room. He's inside the 10, and he takes it down to about the 8.
He's doing all the work, calling his own number with his feet. Great job by the quarterback on that one. That puts them right where they want to be.
Yeah, it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8, guys. Nice run and nice movement, and I can tell you he just froze a couple of those guys as he was making moves downfield. But, well, this is definitely what the Tigers need. A little confidence, and let's go see if we can go ahead and convert from inside the red zone here, guys.
Williams.
And I
he
like
gives it to Egerton. Egerton tries to cut back to the middle, but nothing there.
He kind of stutter stepped on that one there.
So it brings up a 2nd and goal. The ball just inside the 10-yard line. 8:14 left in the first half. The Tigers of Dothan trailing the Lions of Foley 7-0. Tigers in the red zone for the first time tonight, and they want a timeout with 8:05 left in the first half. So it's a 2nd and goal for the Tigers of Dothan. The ball just shy of the 10-yard line, just inside the 10. Williams drops back, and it was intended for Egerton, incomplete.
Batted down by number 7 with Foley. That's going to be Weldon Harris on the play.
So it's 3rd and goal for the Tigers. They've got in the red zone and haven't been able to do anything with it. Third and goal for the Tigers. Long in the backfield with Williams. Out to Long. He's got some running room. Long. Oh, he's going to be stopped short. They're going to mark him out at about the 3.
But you guys going to be right at the 3. So going to be a, I agree with you. I think you go ahead and get some points right here with Pimentel, and that's what we're going to have lined up here, guys.
Smart.
An extra point, basically, but it's worth 3.
Yeah, if Long could have got a block, he probably could have broke that one. So this will be a 20-yard attempt by Luis. Up, and it's good. So the Tigers put their first points on the board with 7:49 left in the first half, and the score is Foley 7, Dothan 3.
A beautiful night here in the Circle City as Dothan High is taking on Foley Lions with playoff implications on the line. Of course, Dothan just went down and put up 3, so they're down by 4 with 7:49 left in the third quarter.
And that in the second quarter.
Second. Why am I thinking,
Kurt? You getting ahead of yourself,
I am
Brad.
getting ahead of myself. I looked over in the corner of my eye as I'm running the camera here, and I saw 3 of them. Third quarter? No, it's the second. It's the second.
And that was a 65-yard drive by the Tigers, capped off by a 20-yard field goal.
Nice booming kick.
Into the end zone, and the ball will come out to the 20. So this, Dothan was able to stop Foley on their last drive and force them to punt, and they were able to get 3 points off of it. So they've got to come out here and try to stop Foley again and put some more points on the board before halftime.
So we haven't seen any explosive plays from both sides of the ball for both schools. So we're waiting on that one here, and I think Dothan's going to have it on this one. They got the momentum going so far.
1st and 10 from the 20. And they hand it off to Lewis. Lewis gets to the outside. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 30 at about the 29. A gain of 9. Boy, if he had gotten by the Dothan defender, there was nothing but green grass in front of him. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and you know when you're a DB and you got to come up and make a play on the wrecking ball, guys. But that was a good move.
They hand it off to the other running back, number 6. That's we call him the other half, Stephen Shepard.
It's that dynamic duo that they got.
Yeah, nice core. You know, obviously we've seen the Tigers have been much more successful. They like a big first, and they put when they're putting Foley into that position where they got a pass. Boy, they've had some good success with good coverage and some nice coverage sacks back there. So we'll see what we can do here on 1st down and tighten up.
1st and 10, the ball at the 35. Quarterback rolls out and is complete for a little of no gain, but good pressure on the quarterback that time by number 28 for the Tigers, Octavius Baxter. So we're going to give him one, so it brings up 2nd and 9. .650 left in the first half. Dothan trailing 7-3. Neither one of these teams use a hurry-up offense.
And you know, Dothan's been using the hurry-up most of this year, but we haven't seen it here tonight.
He breaks a tackle and a 1st down, but we got a flag.
And it's
yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold, guys.
All right.
That's going to be 10 yards back.
Yeah, it'll be from the spot of the foul, so that was I like that call. So the Tigers get a break that time. I tell you, Shepard and Lewis are both outstanding running backs. So it would bring up a 2nd and 19 for the Lions. So if Dothan can stop them on this drive and get the ball back and try to take a score and take the lead into halftime, that would definitely be a momentum changer. Cameron drops back. He does a little shuffle pass and nothing much there.
Great stop.
Yeah, nice call, though. I mean, when you got the kind of pressure coming forward that the Tigers are doing, nice call by Foley, but good defensive play by the those linebackers.
Yeah, Justin Hinton's
play.
So it brings up 3rd and 14.
So they got to get to about the 45-yard line for a 1st down.
Play clock down to 7 seconds. And they try to do that little reverse and
get him.
But he's going to be stopped short of the 1st down, so it's going to bring up 4th and short. 4th and probably about, let's see where they spot the ball. They're going to spot it at the 46, so 4th and about 4. Egerton back deep for the Tigers. He comes up and takes it. Whoa, that was dangerous.
Very dangerous, very dangerous. But he did hang on to it.
So Dothan will be starting at the almost identical position they started on their last drive at the 35-yard line. So they have stopped Foley their last 2 drives.
And that's the Dothan High team. Sorry about that. That's the Dothan High team that we know is they get those big defensive stops, but can they do the same thing on offense?
They've got to like you were talking about, Brandon, they've got to get some rhythm going offensively.
Yes.
They put together a drive, but once they got inside the 10, they kind of stalled.
Throws to a slot receiver, and he's going to be tackled. They're going to give him forward progress.
Guys, this one, this is an important series because, as you recall, Foley won the toss and elected to defer. So the Tigers really need to take a sustained drive and put some points on the board here. He's going to turn around and Foley's going to have first opportunity with it as we start the second half. So crucial time, guys. Remember, last 5 minutes of the first half.
A gain of 4, so it brings up a 2nd and 6. They hand it off to Long, and he cuts back to the middle, and he drives forward for a couple of yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd and about 4.
So big third down here for the Tigers as we're coming down to the 4:30 mark in the first half.
Yeah, and Williams has done a good job of running on the option. So we'll see. We had some movement on the line, but no call. Long in motion. Over to Egerton. He gets a good block. Egerton's got some running room. He picks up the first down at midfield.
And what a great call. Great call by the coach.
Awesome call, and I got to, we all saw it. That's why you got the guy back there, but just almost broke that one, guys.
He almost did.
Almost. And of course, the world's littered with almost, but that was almost.
4:02 left in the first half. The Tigers trailing the lines 7-3, and they have the ball on the line side of the field. Williams rolls out, goes deep, finds a man open. It's Egerton with the catch. Well, not Egerton. That's number 19 for the
There you
Tigers.
go. It's just what you mentioned earlier. And when the Tiger offense gets clicking, boy, they're tough.
And here they go as the Tigers are marching down the field, and they're on the 34.
That was Tyson Williams on the reception. So it's a 1st and 10. The ball at the 34-yard line of Foley. Hand off to Long. Long's up the middle. He breaks a tackle. And he breaks another tackle, and he's going to be stopped. I believe he has enough for the first down. Yeah, Isaiah Long with a run for the first down for the Tigers. The ball inside the 25 at about the 22. 3.5 minutes left in the half. Long in the backfield with Williams. Out to Long. He cuts back to the middle, and he's going to be stopped at the short gain.
I do have to comment. I'll tell you this: you got to be impressed. Foley has good pursuit for the ball. If the Dothan High is broke loose or did any point or making a move and doing it, well, they do have good pursuit. So I got to give them some coaching credit and things for that, for the pursuit. Now that I'm done being nice, let's get a touchdown, Tigers.
Gain of 4, so it brings up a 2nd and 6. Long was down. He was tying his shoes, so he's back up. They hand it off to Long. He cuts through the middle, and he's still on his feet, and he gets to about the 15 before being stopped. Foley is the school that Julio Jones attended.
Sure did.
We were talking to one of the coaches before the game, and he was telling us about Julio. So it's a 3rd and 3.
He ought to be nice to Julio and get a big donation.
Yes. Williams looks. And he keeps it up the middle, and he's going to be short. Yeah, he's going to be short. Do you go for it here, Jimbo, or you put points on the board?
Minute 50, and let's see, they're going to call a timeout. That's exactly what I'd do, but I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to call it early. I'd go for it.
Yeah, well, you're in this position. Why not?
Well, I guess I'm going to be the opposite then. I'm going to I'm going to say kick the field goal and be down by 1 because they're going to get the ball back the second half. Foley is, and just in case they get the ball and go down and score, you're only down by 1 possession.
Well, now that they've measured, it's less than a yard, guys. It's 18.41 inches. Just to be
now, how many hash browns is that, Jimbo?
How many?
How many hash browns?
Yes.
All I can tell you is I can eat them all. But my point is that's going to be a short one. That's going to be that's a little short field, and it's a big risk. But you know what? And there you go. I see Pimentel out here on the field, if I'm not mistaken. And you know what? And here's the deal. It's easy to have guts when you don't really have to make the call. And Brandon probably has the smart play in.
There you go.
And quite frankly, you do that. You pull it with one. You know that your defense has played pretty good ball. You still got 2 timeouts left.
That's right.
So, you got an opportunity here. You remember this will be a 30-yarder, and that Pimentel, I think, leads the – matter of fact, he does lead the area in field goals made and has made one earlier tonight. So let's see what happens, guys.
Up, kick.
Straight up the uprights.
I'll tell you what he did. He kicked. He thinks he's Evel Knievel. He just kicked it over the 4th bus out there. So nice kick, baby.
Hey,
good call. Who are those fools saying go for it? Who was that?
I don't know. I'm looking over here at Mitt in the box, and I'm trying to figure out who said go for it too.
Hey, I'm just going to say this. We were talking to that same coach from Foley earlier, and he said he had played in this stadium when he was in high school against Northview and Larry Roberts. And he said that Larry Roberts, he was the guy we was talking to, I don't know the coach's name, he said he was back to receive the kick. And he said Larry Roberts kicked the ball so far it went out beyond where those buses are.
It did. Hey, Brandon, I don't know if you can catch me down here on the far end where we just did it. I've got a good group of Dothan High cheerleaders here. I'm going to switch space so they can look back up at y'all. And I asked them, I said, who is that fool that ought to go for it? And about 3 of them looked at me and they said, that was you. So I got to be quiet when I'm saying, all right, what are we about to get fired up? Yeah. All right, then, are we going to go ahead and win this game tonight? Yeah. Yeah? Are we cooler out tonight? Have it right there, guys. All right, thanks a lot.
Okay, so Dothan scores with 1:39 left in the half to make it a 7-6 lead for Foley. And it's kicked into the end zone, and Foley will bring it out to the 20. But, Jimbo, you remember Larry Roberts, huh?
Oh, absolutely. And, Larry, of course, as we all know, went on to play at Alabama and on to the 49ers and, has got some hardware to go along with that from those years at the 49ers. But absolutely, Larry was not your most – I'll tell you what you wouldn't do. You wouldn't want to be the guy on the coverage team that, they tell you to take the kicker. And in most places, the guy says, great, I get to hit some little guy. That wasn't a desired assignment if you were playing Northview. Larry stood, at about 6'5", and by the time he was playing the pros, about 290. So, yeah, that's not what you wanted to do.
1st and 10, the ball at the 20. And they go for the pass, and it's complete. And out to about the 35, gain of 15.
Great job of holding on to him by the Dothan High defense because he could have been up the field on that one.
See, Foley's going to try to
do the
open up the passing, because all of their plays previous, I think they may have passed one time before, but all of their plays have been runs.
Yeah, and Dothan's
got some pressure on him, and it's incomplete.
That's what I was going to say. That's what we're going to find out into what we've got to call a gotta-pass situation, must pass. That's not going to be the strength for Foley.
No, so that's Malik Reed putting the pressure on Cameron.
And watch Foley right now. They are going to the hurry up. Don't be surprised if Foley makes a mistake here and Dothan capitalize on it with 1:18 left in this first half.
2nd and 10 for Foley. Dothan putting pressure, and it's a sack. Number 47 again, Malik Reed.
Hey, let me tell you something. He's going to have to start making note payments to the guy on this side because he owns him, baby. He just owns him.
Yes, he does. And didn't I just say they're going to make a mistake on that play? Foley would. So good job by Malik.
So that brings up a 3rd and about 15, and Foley wants Dothan calls a timeout with 1:02 left in the first half. A big play by Malik Reed and a loss of 5. So it brings up a 3rd and 15.
This will be a big stop for Dothan High's defense. As you can tell, the audience is into it.
Shepard in the backfield, and they put some pressure on. He goes deep. He's got a man, and it's going to be complete. Wow. That was a big throw that time, complete down to number 8, DeMarcus Bingham.
Guys, it was just a case of that. They had better blocking that time, and it was just one man down there to take him. Of course, we've got, looks like it's what, down to the 23?
Yeah, at the 23, yeah.
Okay.
So the Tigers need to stop him here. They had him backed up, but they let him get a long pass in him. Shuffle pass up the middle, and a good run that time coming from Stephen Shepard. And it's going to be close to a first down. Clock is running.
And Foley
wants a timeout with 31 seconds left in the half. 1st and 10, the ball at the 13-yard line.
Got Lewis in the backfield for Foley.
Dothan gave up a 3rd and 15, and that was a big play. You better believe they're going to probably give it to Lewis, number 22, and they do. He goes up the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 5. So Dothan needs to just take the time getting up. And Foley calls a timeout. Now I'm thinking we should have gone for it, Brandon.
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Why not?
We should have gone for it. So with 24 and a half seconds left in the half, 7 for Foley, 6 for Dothan. So it's 1st and goal. And Lewis in the backfield, and they're probably going to give it to him because he's a hoss. And they give it to Lewis. He cuts it outside, cuts back in, and he's going to be stopped. And that's right. The Tigers did a good job of plugging that hole that time.
We need to do that 2 more times as the clock is ticking.
And the clock is down to 10 seconds. I don't know if they're going to get off or play without a timeout.
No, they got a timeout. They're going to try to spike it, which doesn't make any sense. Why do you do that once you just call your timeout? Unless
So there's 1 second left on the clock.
And we'll see if they're going to go for the field goal or are they going to try to take it into the end zone. Well, they did a poor job of clock management there.
Yeah, because there wasn't no point of spiking the ball when you still had a timeout left. I mean, you could have had, maybe about 6 seconds to try to power it in.
Well, you can't. You got to run the 25-second clock, though, and that's what they're fussing about. Now he's taking it. Okay.
So we have, what is that, point?
It's 1 second.
1 second, yeah. 1 second
One
left
second.
in the half. They're probably, I don't know. I think they may go for the
field goal.
I see the kicker.
Well, we'll find. Yeah, I was going to say we'll find out what kind of kicking staff they got. Their punter skill position's good. I'm getting a nod down here from Jerry Coleman that says absolutely this guy can kick. Why wouldn't you do it? You're going to get the ball back right after the half anyway. Take these 3 points, go out by 4, and then say, hey, I'm going to go to halftime and come back afterwards. So we'll see.
Yeah, he kicked a 40-plus yarder last week against Northview, so they have a good kicker. 1 second left in the half. I would look for a fake, too.
Yeah, why not?
I tell you,
they did it last
always
week.
Looking for the surprise.
They did it last week on a fake punt.
Yeah.
I would definitely be looking for it.
I'm not saying I wouldn't look for it. I'm just saying I can't imagine they would do that. Let's see.
Bad snap.
Ooh, almost blocked.
Barely. That didn't clear any buses out there, guys, but it's still 3 points, okay?
Okay, so we've come to halftime. and Foley goes up by 4, 10-6 over the Tigers of Dothan. We'll be back with halftime activities after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dothan City Schools Superintendent Mr. Tim Wilder and Principal Mr. Stan Eldridge, we proudly present the Dothan High School Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of Color Guard Captain Davanish Taylor, co-captains Destiny Walker and Carla Green, and drum major Hope Nolan. Tonight, the Dothan High School Band honors the spirit of America, featuring arrangements of You're a Grand Old Flag, Yankee Doodle Dandy, Big Noise from Winnetka, and Battle Hymn of the Republic. We hope you enjoy the music of our American heritage. Now sit back and relax. Here's the greatest band in Tigerland.
tonight when you're out here at the ball game. And there we go. What are we up for hamburgers tonight? No, we looking for a hot dog tonight? You know what, folks, we all know what we're looking for. It's all about eating more chicken. Here we are out here tonight, and we're glad to have our good friends from Chick-fil-A out here. Are we enjoying a great night of football tonight? It's a lot nicer when it's about 60 degrees out here than it is when it's 95, isn't it? Absolutely. All right, anything else you want for the folks at home? There you go. Eat more chicken. That's what it's all about. Just another good thing going on out here at the stadium tonight, folks.
Tonight, where the Dothan Tigers are hosting the Foley Lions. I'm Mick Kirkland along with Brandon Bryan and Jimbo Lofton, and we have a 10-6 score. Foley scored with 1 second left on the clock to make it a 10-6 score. They kicked a 20-yard field goal to go ahead by 4, and we had a delay of game penalty called against Dothan because of the long halftime show. So they'll have to kick it.
But Dothan High earlier in the first half, they had a lot of momentum in that half, of course, with the score only being down by 4. So Dothan got to keep that momentum going in the second half, stop Foley's running game. Don't be surprised this half Foley does a lot of passing. So, of course, Foley deferred the ball, and they gets it here as he takes it from about the 4-yard line and misses a couple tackles or two. He got some running room.
But he's not going to he gets it outside, and boy, number 7, a good return by Wendell Harris out to about the 36-yard line. A return of about 35.
So we got a good ball game here tonight at Rip Hughes Stadium. And, of course, like Mitt mentioned earlier in the broadcast, playoff implications for both schools tonight. Of course, Dothan needing a win and an Enterprise win to get into the playoffs. For Foley, if they win tonight, they are in. If Dothan loses tonight and Enterprise win, Enterprise gets in, if I'm not mistaken. So those spots are up for grabs tonight.
1st and 10 from the 37. Dothan did a really good job of shutting down the run in the first half. But they come right back out and give it to Lewis, and he takes it across the 40 to about the 40 and a half.
So
a gain of 3, so it brings up 2nd and 7.
Isaiah Lewis is Foley's safety net. So they'll always go to him, and of course that's what Dothan is going to have to look out for is when Lewis gets the ball.
2nd and 7. Quick out and a good hit. Good play that time by the Tigers. That's number 24 Dothan, Jordan Small.
Good defensive stop there. We got a big 3rd and 8 on the 40-yard line. So this is where Dothan High's defense is stellar.
You know, Dothan, during the last minute and a half of the first half, they had Foley in a 3rd and 15, and they gave up a big pass to put Foley in scoring position. So quarterback drops back, and it's incomplete. So Foley will go 3 and out, and that's exactly how the Tigers wanted to start the second half.
Bingo, and that's exactly what you needed when you had a little momentum from Foley coming back out. You sure didn't want them to push one down the field and pick up points, and it's time right now. I think let's see if this Tiger offense can put together something like they did earlier in the game, but let's go ahead and complete the deal. So let's see what, I promise you this, the Dothan High staff made adjustments at halftime. Let's just.
Yeah, definitely. So back deep for Dothan is Connor Egerton. And he lets the ball roll, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So Dothan will be starting deep in their own territory. Both Dothan scores have come from field goals by Pimento. And they've been able to get inside the 10 twice and had to settle for a field goal. So they need to go on and punch it in.
And you know, Kyron Williams, that's the quarterback for Dothan High, number 7. He's been calling his own number here lately, getting some yards here. So Dothan, they're hungry for those 7 points, and and definitely get the wheels on the bus rolling here, as we got a 1st and 10 on the 16-yard lines.
Long in motion for the Tigers. And Williams calls his own number again, and he's got
Nice
some room.
block. Nice
And
block.
he's gone. One block.
Nice block.
Oh, and we're going to have look like
Guys,
Williams goes all the way.
And I just said Kyron Williams has called his own numbers here tonight.
wow.
And we got a flag on the play. And let's see if this flag is against Foley.
I got to see what this is. Let me tell you what
Boy,
it
that was
was.
a late flag.
Yeah, let me see where is that flag? It's a hold. I saw one
oh
over
my.
here. I don't know where they called it.
It had
But
to be way down
I did see the hold on this side, but quite frankly, I didn't think the referee saw it, guys. And it was that last block by the wide receiver.
Oh, my.
Wow, so Dothan had a touchdown
Yeah.
called back because of a hold, but
Right.
they're in great field position.
Exactly. You talk about a momentum builder right off the halftime. Again, we talked about it last 5 and first 5, and I like Dothan's first 5
Blocking the
minutes
back.
right now, guys.
This is what they call.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. They're at the 32-yard line.
Makes no difference, but Williams on that play, good God, he picked up a ton of yards on that to give Dothan High great field position on the 31-yard line.
That was actually an 84-yard run. It is complete out to number 19, Tyson Williams, and a loss of a yard on the play, so we'll bring up 2nd and 11. I think they need to keep doing what they're doing, and that's the option with Williams.
It's a good play strategy by the coaches of Dothan High by letting Williams call these plays, call his own number here, as he got 3 wideouts and 1 back receiver.
I'm gonna look to see. I want to see Jack Stansel in here, guys. The only reason I say that he's got a height
Williams
advantage
keeps it,
on everybody. There
and
you
he's
go.
got some running
There
room.
you go.
He needs a block. So Williams ties forward enough for Dothan 1st down. I tell you, they are playing with a lot of enthusiasm here.
And, you know, Jimbo mentioned earlier that, you know, they made a couple of adjustments, a couple of changes in the half, and you can actually see that now that Dothan High is doing. So Dothan with the ball on the 18-yard line, 1st and 10.
Right now, the Tigers have the Lions defense on their heel. Long, and he's going to be stopped. He may have picked up a yard. So we'll bring up 2nd and 9. And this is what Dothan has done each time they've gotten in the red zone. They've gotten down here and stalled. So they've got to come up with some plays that's going to get them into the end zone. 8:41 left in the 3rd. Williams looking. He's got Long open. Long takes it down inside the 10 to about the 6. So it's enough for a Dothan 1st down, so it will be 1st and goal for the Tigers. So they need to go and punch it in here with 8:31 left in the 3rd. This drive started on their own 16-yard line. And Williams keeps it, and he drives forward, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, they're going to mark it just inside the 2, guys.
So Jimbo, I'm going to say this is 4-down territory.
Why not? That's exactly what I would call it, Mitt. It's 4-down territory. You don't need a field goal on this drive.
2nd and goal. The ball at the 2. Williams along with Long. Long takes it, cuts in for the touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run by Isaiah Long.
Hey guys, I'm going to tell you this. The fans, I don't know if they all drank Mountain Dew at the half, but they are fired up. They were fired up when the half came out. And I can tell you this, the whole Tigers sidelines been excited ever since they came out of the locker room at half. Love to see them putting that drive together, guys.
So a great drive that started on the 16-yard line.
There's the snap. The kick is up. And it's good.
So the Tigers take their first lead of the game. They go up over Foley 13-10. Jimbo, any comments?
All I can tell you is good to see the Tigers just drill it down the field, make the stop coming out of the halftime, let Foley do a 3-and-out, and then the Tigers respond with what I'm going to call 2 touchdowns, one on the long play and then one to finish it off, so to speak. 13-10, and the Cougars, I mean, the Tigers are inspired, guys. They are inspired. Fans are throwing dust up or smoke up in the air. I mean, they're fired up.
Yeah, and they need to keep this momentum. They've got to come out. And this is an important possession. You know, the Tigers need to stop Foley here and try to get some more points, because this is crunch time here, Jimbo. You talk about the first drive, last drive of the half, and the first drive of the second half.
I think that dust, guys, is baby powder. That's what it smells like up here.
It is. It's baby powder. And now the cheerleaders are throwing footballs up into the air up there, so it's all good. But, yeah, it was a launch of baby powder.
Okay, that was an 84-yard drive by the Tigers.
And by the way, that was better than any Scud missile the guys overseas have ever thrown, that all that powder, and they got more powder going. So, anyway, back to you.
He takes it on the 2-yard line. Tries to get to the outside, and he's going to be taken down inside the 20 at about the 19. That was Wendell Harris on the return. Good coverage that time by the Tigers of Dothan. First and 10, Foley will be starting at their own 19-yard line. So we'll see if the Tigers can come up with another stop. And in the backfield is Stephen Shepard. Man in motion. And he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
a big play that time coming from number 9 for the Tigers. That is Latrell Lee.
Guys, I'm not sure what was said at half, but I tell you what, they need to keep saying it, because Tigers have come out ultra inspired, and we're seeing it on both sides of the ball. It's good stuff.
A loss of 3, so it brings up 2nd and 13.
Dothan defense is playing lights-out defense. They have not let these guys get these small, minute yards. So
they just can't give up the long pass like they did at the end of the half.
They definitely can't. Cameron drops back.
And he's going to be sacked.
He's going to be fumbles. He fumbles it.
And but Foley recovered it. But a great play that time by the Tigers.
And I tell you what, Jimbo, I'm like you. I don't know if those guys was told they're going to the Waffle House afterwards, or
the buffet
or something. But these guys have coming out and they have played lights out defense. This is the Dothan High team we've been talking about all year long, with their stellar defense and how they attack the quarterback. They're attacking the quarterback on both sides.
That was Octavia Baxter with the sack.
So, Mitt, here we go again with the 3rd and 16. Dothan can't give up the long pass. You can expect Cameron to throw one long here. As Cameron takes the snap, he drops back. And he just throws it out.
But not much there. And he's going to be taken down at the 20. That ball was caught by Stephen Shepard.
Yeah.
And we got a 3-and-out.
So it brings up a 4th down. Go ahead, Jimbo.
And let me mention this. Let me tell you, what's happened is you've seen the changes that Kevin Jackson and his defense have made half with this. And, boy, I'm going to tell you what, it was lights out that round, because even the safety valve pass out to number 6, didn't have it. And then and 2 Dothan defenders were reading the safety valve. So play, and we need to get the ball now and run it back down. Let's push another scoring, guy.
Back deep is Connor Egerton. Punt up. Egerton calls for the fair catch. And it's going to be down at the 44-yard line. So second best starting field position for the Tigers.
We're going to have a flag over here. I'm afraid this one may be on Dothan High. He and one of the the guys, one of the outside guys got tangled up over there, and I don't think they finished their blocking and tackling, and they're going to call Dothan High with a hold on that.
Is it a post possession?
Yeah, he was up the gunners down on the side, and they got over. Yeah, it was. Let me tell you, it had nothing to do with the play. It was as far away from the play as you could get, but hey, it was still a penalty, guys.
So it looks like those penalties are going to offset. There's one on Dothan High and one on Foley. And if that's the case, Dothan would just take the ball right where it was fair catch there.
You see the officials are talking, but that was a great stop by the Tigers.
Got a holding on Dothan.
Oh, it's against Dothan.
It's going to be against Dothan. So no offsetting penalties. That one. That was just strictly on Dothan.
Yeah. So the officials are sorting things out. And Jimbo, you think that was a post-possession penalty?
There was just, as we always like to say, a little extracurricular going on at the end of that play that had the full side judge's attention the whole time. And again, obviously it was away from the play because there was a fair catch going on. But yeah, one of those. I hate to say it, getting a little aggressive and maybe not, pulling your head out of the game for a minute and getting too involved with your mano-a-mano against the man you're up to against. But, hey, in the story, it's okay. Dothan plays offense like they did last time. That just means one more play in the drive, guys.
Okay, so Dothan will be starting at the 33-yard line. They put together an 84-yard drive their last possession for a touchdown, capped off with a 2-yard run by Long. First and 10 for the Tigers. It's actually at the 34. Pitch back to Connor Egerton, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 3. So it should bring up 2nd and 13. That play wasn't going anywhere.
He shaked and baked on that one, but he just couldn't get around.
So it brings up a 2nd and 13. Williams in the backfield with Tyson Williams, Coran Williams and Tyson Williams. He gives it to Tyson. He's got some running room. He cuts back to the middle. He could go. He spins around and he takes it down to the 40. Great run by Tyson Williams.
And I tell you what, Foley looked lost on that particular drive. They had no answer for Williams as he was making his way up the field. Big yards on that play. Great job. Play calling by Dothan High there. Dothan High is now at the 40-yard line. And I tell you what, Mitt, don't be surprised they get ready to throw one here for the end zone.
Tyson Williams in the backfield with Coran Williams. He hands it off to Tyson again. Tyson up the middle and picks up maybe a yard. I think they'll give him a yard, so it brings up a 2nd and 9. 5:10 left in the third. Dothan has taken a 13-10 lead. That came with 7:56 left here in the third.
Don't be surprised, Mitt, here that the running game will eventually open up the passing game on this one, which is going to catch Foley by surprise.
Hey, guys, I'll give you an update, even though we know when we're playing the telecast it'll be history, but it is 17 all. Enterprise and Daphne over about 30 miles from here, guys.
Williams on the draw, and he breaks a tackle, and he spins across the inside the 35. And he's a little slow getting up.
Well, he got the full weight of number 50 on the whole deal, so we'll see what happens.
And that's something that we all don't want to see.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and 4, and the quarterback, Coran Williams, is down.
Looks like they're looking at the left knee, guys.
With 4:30 left in the third, the Tigers leading 13-10. Williams goes out of the game injured. He has been playing an excellent game tonight, so it brings up a 3rd and 4. And at quarterback, I believe it's number 17, Jimbo.
Should be number 17 in.
Yeah, that's Jacoby McDaniel.
And I think you'll see. I think you're going to see Williams back in a lot sooner than a couple of plays.
McDaniel keeps it, and he slips down. Wow, I thought Long had it. I thought they was going to give it to Long, and so it brings up a 4th down, and Dothan's going for it. Well,
yeah, I don't think he's got any. I think you're thinking this close in. All right, and here goes Williams in right here, guys.
No, there's
Here comes Williams in, number 7.
But Pimento's lining up for
Yeah,
the
no,
kick.
I think that's what they said. Let's go. I think they're going to give Pimento a chance at a 40-yard. That breeze is shifted just a little bit, guys. I'm standing here on the sideline, and that breeze is going to be a little bit of a cross breeze.
That would be a 52-yarder.
52-yarder, let's see.
And if he gets it, the wind's going to carry it to the left, the way the wind is blowing. And
it's
just short.
Yeah, it was on line. It was just probably 4 or 5 yards short. So missed extra point. Missed field goal attempt.
And I do think that's true and that's one reason why not try it in the high school deal. If I'm not mistaken, as long as the ball makes it to the end zone, it goes to the 20. And that's what you're seeing them doing to spot it, which is different than the your other rules. It would have been spotted all the way back at the 33. So in a sense, we'll take a shot at it and just as good as punting it in the end zone, guys.
Yes, so 1st and 10 for Foley. They handed off to the big man, and they pretty much quieted him down, Jimbo.
Let me tell you about the big guy. Looks like he could use a Snickers bar right now. And the reason I say that is he is not running with the same power he did early. Last week we saw him, and he ran strong most all the game, but he's been taking a lot more licks tonight and taking a lot more hits, and it looks like it's taking his toll on him.
Well, you got to think he's playing a big Dothan defense. Of course, last week he just mauled over Northview's defense. So, it's wearing them down. Dothan High's wearing them down.
2nd and 9. And they hand it off to Lewis, and not much there. He picks up a couple of yards. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. That was a bad break for the Tigers. Hopefully Williams will be able to return it at quarterback. He was able to go out take the snap for the field goal attempt.
So a big 3rd down stop here for the Dothan Tigers.
3rd and 5. And it's going to be complete for the 1st down out to the 34-yard line. Complete over to DeMarcus Bingham.
And guys, I can tell you this. Williams is on the sideline. He's got the headset on talking upstairs. So there's no question in my mind he'll be back out next series for Tigers.
Just under 2 minutes left in the 3rd. Dothan leading by 3. Good tackle that time. That was number 47 again for Dothan. Malik Reed dropping the runner in the backfield. A loss of a yard. Shepard in for Foley. Second and 11. Quick out and a quick hit.
Good job of reading the ball there by number 20 for Dothan High. That's going to be Jordan Small.
Right.
Well, I'm telling you, you just got to be impressed. Again, and I know we've beaten this horse a little bit, but impressed with the adjustments that the Tigers made, particularly on defense at the half, guys. It's just, they're everywhere they're everywhere they want to be.
You're right. That's MasterCard. 3rd and 6. Here's another big 3rd down stop for the Tigers. As Cameron takes the snap and he drops back, he's looking. He throws and it's going to be
out of bounds. He looks like he's out of bounds. Yeah. Good pressure. So they have gone 3 and out the entire half. Let's see. Fairhope went 3 and out. They punted the first possession. Second possession, they punted, and this is their 3rd possession, and they'll be punting. So the Tigers' defense here in the second half is really stiffened up. Back deep is Connor Egerton. It's about time for him to break one. Up.
And we got a flag.
Let's see what we got here. Clock's at 25, so surely it wasn't that.
Offside.
All right, good. Lined up offsides on Foley.
So the ball will be moved back 5 yards. So Egerton will move up 5 yards. He's at about 31-yard line. You know, I'm always looking for something. He gets off and Egerton takes
I like that.
and a good hit, and he's
All
got
right.
some running room.
Good move.
And Egerton's still on his feet, and he's dropped at about the 32-yard line.
And I tell
a
you,
flag. That was I saw the block in the back.
Yep.
I'm down here. I'm just going to say he got his head on the right side, guys. That's all I'm going to try to say. But, yeah, actually, in all honesty, we all saw that. The good thing was I don't see anybody that had a yellow
And
flag.
there's a flag on
That's
this.
a late flag on Dothan High sideline, I'm afraid, guys.
No, it came from the
it's
other
on
side.
the other side of the field.
Oh, I see it. We'll see what they're calling.
And
You know, it quite frankly could be the sideline over there yelling about the missed call back here. And I'm not picking on the refs for that. That's just one of those things that occasionally in this game is going to happen. Let's see.
Yeah, so Brandon, the ref doesn't have a mic on tonight, does he?
No, and that's what we were looking at earlier. So we apologize. I know we've been kind of calling, trying to figure out what the play was, but the refs don't have on a mic tonight. So we're going to do the best that we can. That's why we got Jimbo on the sideline to let us know, and he's wearing the Waffle House gut cam for us tonight.
Right.
So we got So Jimbo, explain what we got so far.
Hold on. What happened was they had a penalty on Dothan High, and then they had unsportsmanlike conduct on Foley. So what they've done is mark off the penalty against Dothan High. Now they're going to ask Dothan High what they want to do, and I think they're going to mark it off 15 from here going the other direction. So going, as we would say, the right way.
Okay, so basically those penalties offset, right?
Well, I'm going to say the first one must have had to do with, and I didn't see I couldn't see his hand motion from where I was. I was blocked by a player. But I thought the first one he did was a 10-yard block in the back, and then yeah, there you go. You got it.
They're not really offsetting because
I was one of them an additional 5 yards because it was from where the point of the foul was.
It was 15.
Okay.
It was an unsportsmanlike. So Dothan will be starting
in great field position at the 39.
Yeah, at the Foley 39.
And they mark them off like you should, because what's happened is if the first one was part of the play, the other one was a ball, so you got to mark them both off.
1st and 10. Williams.
We got a flea flicker.
Egerton, and he gets a good block. Egerton cuts to the outside. He runs right into traffic. But he picks up about 9 yards. Down to the 30-yard line. So we'll bring up 2nd and 1 for the Tigers. It's good to see Coran Williams back in, Jimbo.
Yeah, Williams back in, no question. He's good, guys. Checked with some folks that would know what was going on with him, and they all said he's fine.
The other Williams takes it to the outside and picks up the first down.
And that is going to, but we got a penalty flag on the play, and that's on the Foley sideline.
Well, it's probably going to be against Dothan, but I did not see a hold or anything over there.
Yeah, I couldn't from here either, but, that's a long way away, and I'm getting older, guys.
I did not see a hold.
I didn't see anything like that, but let's see. Maybe let's see what we got.
Got a hold on Dothan is what he's saying.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
And they're going to take that off going into the 4th quarter because that's the end of the 3rd.
Wow, we've come to the end of the 3rd. Wow, so at the end of 3, the score is
let's see what they're going to do. Maybe they may tack something back on, but I highly doubt it.
No. We're going to go ahead and get the mark off, and then they're going to have to set the ball and flip the field for the quarter, I mean.
Yeah, and that was a first down for Dothan that was called back because of a hold, but I really didn't. I was looking where the runner was. I didn't see a hold unless it was somewhere else. It's marked off from the spotted the foul. So they're gonna
excuse me.
Don't be catching cold now with the weather change.
Trust me, this is not what I want. But that sneeze was coming. But I believe, looking at the guys, they're holding up the 4. So I think that is going to take us into the fourth quarter. With the score 10-13, Dothan High is leading.
Okay, we'll be back with the fourth period of action after this timeout. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
We're raising money for new technology for the school. We are giving away over 50 raffle prizes. The grand prize is a week's vacation, Disney World tickets and SeaWorld tickets.
Okay.
We also have a Birmingham trip, Panama City trip, and an Atlanta trip.
All right, a lot of fun stuff, and I think the drawing is on October 30th, which is
31st
October
on
30th, Halloween. So when people are seeing the broadcast this week, if you're not sure what to do, call somebody at Herd School, and I promise they can help you out. Isn't that right?
That's right.
All right, good luck, and it's all for getting computer equipment.
All right, we're finally settling things down and getting ready to start the fourth. So it will be a 2nd and 14 after the penalty on Dothan. Coran Williams. And he finds Egerton. Wow. On the slant, but Egerton couldn't hold on to it. So it brings up a 3rd and 14. This is a big 3rd down play. Dothan needs a 1st down.
Dothan needs to get to the 29-yard line for a 1st. So this is a big 3rd down drive for Dothan. I'm sorry, with the 3rd and 14 on the 43. Look like we've had some moving.
Boy, we've been hit with some penalties here. So Dothan was in sync a while ago, but now
they'll start against Dothan.
Yeah, they are a little out of sync right now.
So Dothan is doing the exact opposite of what they need to do. And so we got a big 3rd down here.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 19. And they've Tyson Williams is in the backfield with Coran Williams. 3rd and 19 for the Tigers. And out to Williams. Boy, he's got some speed, and he stays on his feet and takes it inside the 35 to about the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. And I think Dothan's going to
kick it.
Yeah, going to send Louis back out there.
Why not?
They're going to go for it. So it's 4th and about 5. Where Pimento is in. This would be a 45-yarder.
That last one would have been closer at 45 than it would have been at 52, but let's see.
Which way is the wind?
He's still going to have to get it all, guys.
He's going to be kicking against the wind on this one. The kick is
and
up.
He got all of that one.
And it's short.
It's going to be short again.
Oh, it's just short, just short.
Whoa, he needed a little.
Just a little low trying to get that distance, guys.
But you know what? The coaches, though, they're doing a great job because that's something I would have done is I would have kicked it instead. But like I said, he was kicking against the wind on that one. So just a little bit more oomph, he definitely would have had it. But Jimbo, earlier I was talking to you, and of course, like me mentioned earlier, Dothan needs to win tonight. They also need Enterprise to win. Do we have a scoring update on that game yet?
Yeah, latest update on that one. That one's knotted at 24 apiece into the 4th quarter, guys. So we'll keep our ears out open on that one.
11 minutes left in the 4th. Dothan up by 3, 13-10.
So Cameron, he's met.
Good hit.
No, Cameron has it.
Cameron, that was a good. I tell you what, he did a good job of faking everybody on that one.
He faked you and I both.
Yeah. So a big gain out to the 40-yard line.
I wouldn't call that everybody, but he did get you two guys. You're right.
Yeah, he got,
I'm sorry, I
us.
couldn't resist that one.
Well, good call on that one.
So it's a 1st and 10 from the 40. A gain of 20. And he's going to try it again, and they're going to tag him this time.
Oh, yeah. They're going to make sure. Number 47 said, look, you're not getting this one.
Yeah, let me just go public on this.
Go for it.
He's not the same running threat that Williams is for us. However, his last one, of course, was nice. But I'll tell you what, I'll let him give it to him 3 times in a row and take my chances all day long with this Dothan defense.
You're right about that. Dothan defense has been stellar tonight. 2nd and 11 on the 39-yard line here in the 4th quarter.
Malik Reed on the stop for the Tigers. So it brings up a 2nd and 11. And they hand it off to Shepard, and he takes it up to about the 45. They're going to give him the 46.
So this is a big 3rd down stop for Dothan. They definitely need this stop.
So it's a 3rd and 4. A long 4. The ball at the 46-yard line. They give it to Shepard. He cuts it outside, and he spins, and I heard it.
All right, I think that play got blown before it got started, guys.
Yes.
And there's a flag down. And I tell you what it is, I take that back. I think we got a Dothan High timeout, guys. Let's see. Yep, that's what it is. Good call. Hey, this is good call. Good call. I like that.
Yeah, it was. And so we have timeout on the field with 9:24 left in the 4th. Dothan leads 13-10. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4.
It's a big 3rd down stop here for the Tiger defense.
They need a stop here. We're down to 9 minutes and 24 seconds left in the 4th.
Overthrown.
Nice. He just hit his receiver. We're not on the same play, guys. Pass went in, play went out. Here comes the punting unit.
So a quick 3 and out for Foley on that particular play. They didn't get anything on it as Dothan gets ready to get the ball back here.
So it brings up a 4th and 4. And back deep for Dothan is Connor Egerton. They were able to, this drive started on the 20 and they moved it out to the 45. This is a good high punt. Dothan needs to just get out of the way.
Yeah.
and they did, and the ball will be marked at the 25-yard line, and Dothan needs to take this ball and take it down and score, and in the process take some time off the clock. So with 9:10 left, it's a 13-10 Dothan lead. 1st and 10 for Dothan at their own 25. If they can go without penalties this drive, that's what hurt their last drive. It's complete over to Williams, and Williams gets to the outside and takes it deep into the territory of Foley, down to about the 42.
Nice play. So much for a sustained drive, guys. Let's go get down here and get 6.
So it will be a 1st and 10, the ball at the 42. They give it to Long. He cuts it outside, cuts back inside, and he's still running and takes it inside the 25 down to about the 24.
And I tell you what, that's what Dothan High got to continue to do. And I tell you what, 2 plays, they've already gotten just about down the field into the red zone. Matter of fact, they are in the red zone. Their running game has been fire tonight.
I'm pretty sure this is a cramp, guys. You don't think about that all night, but let's see. I saw him grab thigh, then I saw him grab calf. So hopefully that's all we're dealing with here, guys.
8:48 left in the fourth, and Dothan's leading 13-10, and they have the ball at the 24. First and 10 for the Tigers. The ball at the 24-yard line. Long goes out of the game. Tyson Carter in, and I tell you what, they've been using the other.
A flea flicker. Oh my goodness!
Oh, that was almost intercepted.
Let me just tell you, he had to play defense as a receiver that time, guys. Nice coverage by the Foley defender, and a great play by Eggleston to keep the ball from being intercepted, quite frankly.
Yeah, it was a great defensive play by Egerton. That pass was by Tyson Williams. So it brings up a 2nd and 10. Williams and Williams in the backfield. Williams breaks out, and he's got some running room.
And he's going to be short of the first.
Yeah, he's going to be taken down inside the 20 at about the 16. So it brings up 3rd and 2 for the Tigers.
So don't be surprised if Williams calls his own number on this. And you know what? Tonight he's been doing a great job by calling his own numbers.
Hey, I'm with you guys. I'd keep running that play just like Foley was running Lewis earlier in the game. You know, why not leave it in his hands?
7:54 left in the fourth. Dothan leading by 3, 13-10, and they are in the red zone. 3rd and 2. Ball at the 17-yard line.
Timeout again by Dothan Tigers. That's going to take them down to 1 timeout, guys.
Yeah, and I think Coach sees an opportunity here. You know, he don't want to blow it. You know?
Yeah, no. Good call. Listen, on this point, you're inside the red zone, and it's 3rd down and about 3 and a long 3. Let's make sure you got the right play in.
Yeah, so we'll just kind of quickly recap the score while we have a little time here. And Foley scored first with 1:26 left in the first on a 8-yard TD pass to Bingham to make it 7-0. Then Dothan came back with 7:49 left in the second to make it a 20-yard field goal by Pimento to make it 7-3. And Dothan scored another field goal with 1:39 left, a 30-yarder. To make it 7-6, and Foley scored with 1 tick left on the clock in the first half, kicked a field goal, a 20-yard field goal to make it 10-6, and in the second half, Dothan came out with 7:56 left in the third, and on an 84-yard drive, capped off with a 2-yard TD run by Long.
And guys, you know, the one guy we've missed tonight, Dothan had is our good buddy in the backfield, Bulldozer as we call him, with an ankle, and so he's not even dressed tonight. So
it's a 3rd and 3 for the Tigers. Williams takes it and he spins.
And he got the first. And again, Williams been doing a great job calling his own numbers.
Well, I don't like from the guy on the our side. But hopefully good. I'm glad the line judge over here didn't get the spot because it was a yard short.
So it's 1st and 10. The Tigers can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. The ball at they give it to I think it was Long, and he stopped shy of the 10 at about the 11. A gain of about 2. So we'll bring up 2nd and 8. Dothan needs to punch it in the end zone to make it a 2-score game. Williams keeps it, and he's going to be stopped inside the 10. at about the 8, so it brings up about a 3rd and 5.
Yeah, guys, he's got to get inside, just inside the 4, probably really right between the 4 and the 3 for first down. So that's the mark.
Long comes out. Egerton's in. Along with number 19, Tyson Williams. This is a pivotal play in the game. And Williams.
He got running room, and he got the first.
Great reverse.
He's got the first. He's going to be out just inside the 2 guys. First and goal, just inside the 2.
What happened that time, Jimbo? He got the defense going in one direction, and he went in the other direction, and it opened up for him enough for the first down and near the goal line. So it's first and goal from the 2. Touchdown.
There it is.
There we go. With just exactly 6 minutes left, guys. And boy, that's going to put them up by 2 scores. And based on what I've seen so far by the Tiger defense, I like what I see, guys. Not jinxing us. I just like what I see.
That was a 3-yard touchdown run by Tyson Williams. And that was a good drive. That was a 75-yard drive by the Tigers.
But we do have an injury on the play. We have a Foley player that has not moved on that particular play, and I can't see from up here who it is, and so that's why it got quiet all of a sudden here at Rip Hughes Stadium. It seems they Jimbo, can you get a good look and see who it is? Number like 9, that's who it is.
Yeah, he's up. I couldn't see from here. One good thing I did see, Brandon, I did see the young man moving his legs.
Okay.
So that's positive. Of course, we see him up and off now. So
okay, that's number 9, Jarrett Powell for Foley in that particular play. But great job by Dothan High. You're right, Mitt. This field goal here will put them up by 2 possessions. It puts the pressure on Foley to have to go down and score 2.
Yeah, so this will be a extra point attempt. And a flag. I don't know.
I don't know. Pimental kicked it all the way out to Tate Drive. So,
hey, he kicked it over like 3 buses, 5 cars.
Yeah. Who is Evil Knievel? Let's see. Little procedure against Dothan High.
So Dothan will have to kick it again,
which is no problem for him.
Yeah, a little further out. But I tell you what, it looks like a major bus station out in the parking lot, Jimbo. All those buses.
We got buses, we got tractor trailers.
They'd make the big Great Hog proud, wouldn't they?
Yes. Extra point up. And it's good, and right into the windshield of the van bus.
Yes, indeed. The bus driver woke up from a nap on that one.
Yeah, if he was in there sleeping, that definitely woke him up. So Dothan goes up 20-10 with 6 minutes left.
You would think, looking in the parking lot, that this is Alabama football team. We got tractor trailers, we got buses, we got limousines, we got all kind of things on the other side of the stadium here, and it's been a fun time here tonight. Six minutes left in the game. Dothan High's up 20-10 as they get ready to kick the ball off to Foley here in the 4th quarter, and of course, good booming kick.
And he takes it right at the line, and he's got some running room, and he's going to be taken down at about the 27-yard line. That was number 7 on the return for Foley, Wendell Harris. So Foley will be starting at their own 20, they're going to say the 27-yard line.
Now, if Dothan gets a turnover from Foley on this possession, the game is over.
Well, yeah, that's what Tigers just need to play some good, solid defense.
And just play good defense like they played the whole second half.
That's it, bro.
First and 10 for Foley. And the quarterback, and it's complete out to about the 35.
Hopefully we're going to do something, put a little extra pressure on him because, if anytime we put him under duress, he's not very well. We give him all day, he's got a core of sharp receivers. We're going to give him a chance to do it, and there's an example.
2nd and 3. Ball at 35. They get some pressure on him, and it's complete. Over to number 1, and it's enough for a Foley first down out to the 42-yard line. So Foley's come out throwing here, which we haven't seen much of that.
No, we haven't.
They mostly have been running, but time is getting short on them, so they've got to try to move the ball and move it fast.
Yeah, and that's right. They don't have the time to establish the running that they've been doing. They might see a draw or something, a little bubble here at some point, but that's it. As long as we tackle, guys, we'll be okay.
They almost got to the quarterback that time, but that was Shepard, and they're moving this ball.
One thing I don't worry about, really, quite frankly, I don't worry about what Kevin Jackson's going to do with the defense. I'm one of those that say, hey, why don't we send them hard one time, at least make them burn a timeout, because Foley has not shown they can get up to the line and pull something very quick typically. So let's see what we come up with here.
1st and 10. Oh, almost intercepted, but it's complete. Boy.
Hey, just as well. Look at that clock down at 4:52. So that's what I would tell you. Say, hey, a short gain, even though they're inside the 50 down here at the 41. If they're going to do that, I feel good about our chances.
Pass is complete. Dothan's trying to strip the ball, and do they?
No, he did get it, but the ball went out of bounds. Close, guys, close. He did strip it, and the ball was live, but it did go out of bounds.
So Foley is moving the ball. This drive started on their own 27, and they moved it down to the 31-yard line of Dothan.
So Dothan, they gotta go back to what they was doing before. They gotta try to stop them from getting these big yards, because Foley has thrown each time here.
Yeah.
Like Jimbo said, they've got to get some pressure on the quarterback, and that's something they haven't been doing.
And there you go. That helps right there. They throw it to Lewis, the big fullback, big running back, but he's only going to get a yard or two, and that's going to do nothing.
So it brings up a 2nd and 8. We're down to 4 minutes left in the 4th.
Man.
Oh!
Good play. A quick update. Again, a quick update from 30 miles to our west is Enterprise is up 31-30. They have the ball, and there's 2 minutes left in that game, guys.
And okay, thank you, Jimbo. And of course, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, with an Enterprise win and a Dothan High win, Dothan High clinches a playoff berth tonight. So there's a lot on the line here. That's Cameron, 3rd and 8.
Good. All right, here we go. Big play, guys. Big play.
This is.
Well, this is going to be 4-down territory, guys. Big play, though.
They go deep for the end zone.
Oh my! Touchdown, Foley.
I was right here by it, guys. All I can tell you is he just made a move on our guy and hit him all the way. He's got height on him anyway, but he just couldn't cover him.
Yeah, they let them just run down the field on passes. They didn't put any pressure on the quarterback. They gave him too much time. A lot of times teams will go to this 3-man front, and to me, it just don't. If you don't get the pressure on the quarterback, it's just.
He would throw it every time.
Yeah, he will.
And so with that being said, Foley's about to get ready to kick the ball off, which will put them down by 3. And I am guessing I'm looking for an onside kick.
Extra point up.
Yep.
And good. So it's a 20-17 game with 3:46 left in the 4th. Dothan was in control, and they let Foley drive down. That was a let's see, 73-yard drive. So 3:46 left. Dothan on top by 3, 20-17. We're back with Foley kicking off, and Dothan's definitely going to be looking for an onside kick. They're up by 3. After Foley puts together a 73-yard drive. Dothan don't have very many people up front.
No, he kicks it squibble.
It's going to go into the end zone, and it will be spotted on the 20.
Smart. Have them up there, not risk anything, and let's just take the ball at the.
So Dothan will be starting from their own 20 with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left, and they just need to do what they've been doing here the second half. Just drive the ball down the field. Don't make any stupid mistakes or any turnovers, and they'll come out okay. Because they've proven that they can score on Foley. Williams and Long in the backfield. They give it to Long. He goes up the middle across the 20, and he moves the power forward for about 5 yards. So a good pickup on first down. So it brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to be interesting to see how Foley utilize their timeouts. Obviously, I think if we get to a 3rd down here, they'll use one. But, they can't afford to blow and let Dothan High click off a couple of first downs because it's over anyway.
Long in the backfield with Williams. Williams has done a good job of running. They give it to Long, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And Foley wants a timeout.
Yeah, good call by them. It's going to be 3rd and lost a yard on that play, so it's going to be 3rd and a full 5 there, maybe almost 6.
It was, like I said, it was a good play. It does stop the clock with 2:55 left in the game, and just in case Dothan High can't do anything offensively on the ball, that still leaves plenty of time in the game for Foley to go down, take the lead, and possibly a win.
Tigers, this is a big 3rd down for them. If they can get the first down.
They got trips right and Stansel on this side, so I think we're going to see Williams with the ball, guys. Come on, go. Find it. Did you find it?
Yes, first down. First down.
Nice.
By Karan Williams, and more clock time for the Tigers. Foley's down to 2 timeouts. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left. If Dothan can pick up a couple more first downs, they can use a lot of clock. They're using as much of the play clock as they can, down to 5, 4, 3, 2. And they give it to Long, and Long, I tell you what, he's strong. He moves that power forward. So Foley calls a timeout.
Yeah, and that makes sense with 2:17. I mean, one left.
So that was a gain of about 3. So it brings up 2nd and 7. And we're down to 2:17 left in the 4th.
All right.
2nd and 7 for the Tigers. They need another first down to maintain control of this game. They're up 20-17. They had stopped Foley on all of their drives.
Go. Get upfield, baby.
Williams got some running room. And he's still up, and he takes it across the 50 down to the 48-yard line of Foley. So another first down for the Tigers of Dothan.
You know what, guys? That run was a 4-letter word, N-I-C-E. Nice. Nice.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Beautiful. Tick, 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 tick. As the clock continues to wind down, we're coming down to the 2-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Dothan leading by 3, and they're looking to the sideline to see what the next plays are going to be. And, of course, only thing Dothan got to do, Mid, keep the ball on the ground. Right.
They're down to 1:52, and they're going to let the clock run, get as close to – they almost let the clock run out on them. Long for a gain of about 1.
All right, and Foley's going to go ahead and use a timeout now.
Yeah, this is their last one.
That's right.
So it's 2nd and 9.
And if you run the 25-second clock, guys, the way it is, you know, that's basically, as you know, that's a $1.15 of the $1.38 that'll come off the clock. 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So what happens? Or close to it.
Well, if Dothan can pick up a first down, they can pretty much put this one away, Jimbo.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's,
you know, we're down to 1:38, and Dothan had held Foley every drive of the second half to that last drive.
yeah, and that's, you know, and of course that's what we want to do right now. We want to see them go ahead, and they're going to get out here on the field. They're going to run a couple of plays. They're going to be well under a minute. You know, they don't make a first down, they'll be under a minute before Foley can get the ball back. So,
yeah, Coach White is over there together with his defense.
Yeah, well, and that's a good move. Hey, guys, in the event of, you got to be here to stop. You can't let them do it. You can't let them get down inside, say, the 30-yard line, because you put them in field goal position.
2nd and 9.
Well, let's just go ahead and make a first down and not make that an issue.
Long is stopped. So it brings up a 3rd.
And we'll get inside a minute on that probably by the time they get the ball set, guys. Matter of fact, I know we will, because we'll have.
And, of course, Foley has no timeout, so this clock is just running.
Okay,
and here we go.
All right, the play clock has just started.
So what the Tigers need to do is not, they'll run this play with under a minute left, hopefully.
Hopefully they can get a first down.
Well, 3rd and 10, they can't stop it anyway, guys. So Williams' job, he's watching the play clock at the other end. In within 5, let's go ahead and snap it, guys. And he does. Great play. Nice one running. And, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. They can't stop it. They don't get it set right. It's going to take them a minute to get it set. Tigers don't need to try to punt on 4th down.
No, they don't. They do not have to punt.
You know, what you need to do is let this thing run.
See, the 25-second clock has
And they're doing it. They hadn't set the clock yet. Hold on. Guys, guess what? Boy, Foley is mad as a hornet, but let me tell you, Tigers don't have to run a play, guys.
They don't. That's going to do it.
They do not have to run a play.
That's going to do it. The coaches
Clock
are fired.
management.
Oh, my. And Dothan High wins big.
How about that?
They win big.
Yeah, the Tigers.
Foley's not happy, but it doesn't matter, guys. It is what it is. So there we go. Let's see real quick if we can catch Coach White walking to his team. All right.
Yeah, and that was a great victory.
All right, good stuff. He's going to go talk to the coach. Go ahead and chat about it, guys. He's going to come back. He's going to go out and talk to Foley and the coaches, but he's going to give us a second here. So up to you guys for a minute.
Okay, thanks, Jimbo. And it was a great performance by the Tigers. They started off a little slow, but once they got rolling, you had talked about that, Brandon. Once they got their well-oiled machine going, they really put it together, and they were able to really take charge in the second half. They struggled in the first, but they were able to get into the red zone, but they had to settle for field goals twice in the first half.
They did, and you know, in Dothan High all year long, their defense have been just simply unbelievable. The offense, it took them a little bit to get the ball clicking here, but once they got it going, they got it going. And a big win for Dothan High tonight, beating a powerhouse team as Foley. And with that being said, Dothan goes to 6-3, overall record 4-3 in the region. Now, of course, like you mentioned earlier in the broadcast, is that for Dothan to get into the playoffs, they needed this win tonight against Foley, and they also needed Enterprise to win as well. So we're going to find out here in just a little bit to see if Enterprise is winning over Dothan.
And there was one other scenario that it mentioned. It was saying that the final two spots. It can be a non-region play will determine the spot.
All right, guys, let me get I got a second here. Let me see if I can catch Coach real quick. All right, Coach, listen. Unbelievable. Great win tonight. I know you're proud of your team. Real quick, tell us, Coach, talk for a minute before you go see them.
I'm just proud of them. They fought hard all game and stayed out there. We emphasized 48 minutes, and they played 48 minutes. Still a few mistakes we can fix, but we're going to enjoy it tonight and fix those Sunday.
Absolutely. Well, great win, Coach. Go see your team. We appreciate it. And go Tigers, baby.
All right, go Tigers. Thank you.
All right. Guys, you heard it. Just like he said, taught them to play 48. And by goodness, they had to play a full 48 tonight, guys.
Oh, yes, they did. And, I kind of gave Dothan the edge after seeing Foley play last week. They were on Northview scored 34 points on them. But Northview couldn't stop the Foley the offense. So Dothan was able to pretty much shut them down in the second half, except for that one drive they put together to score.
Absolutely. And nothing better, a nice cold night. Anybody that didn't come see it, hey, you missed one, but that means you're watching it right now, so you did the second best thing you could do for Dothan High.
I know you was mentioned earlier before we got the interview with Coach. The other scenario was if Dothan win and an Enterprise loss, then we'll have a three-way tie in the region that would with Dothan, Enterprise, and Foley. So next week would need to be a win against a non-regional team for the playoff spot. But we're going to try to find out here if all possible.
It did, and let me go ahead and wrap that up. That's what happened. Apparently, Enterprise had the ball, was in good shape, fumbled, and Fairhope Daphne took it in on a scoop and score, and that's what wrapped it up. So Tigers are going to enjoy it tonight, and you know what? They're going to come back and take care of Bainbridge next week, and they're going to be in the playoffs anyway, guys. That's what I'm calling.
All right. Well, thank you, Jimbo. That's going to wrap it up for us tonight from Rip Hughes Stadium, Wildfield. Well, the Dothan Tigers defeat the Foley Lions by a score of 20-17. I want to thank Jimbo Lawton for the great job on the sideline, as always, and Brandon Bryant on camera and commentator. This is Mick Kirkland saying good night, and thanks for watching the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.